poppin'? What's poppin'? Welcome to the jungle where we put your own game politics on the humble. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Um, don't forget all donations to Cash App CNG23. Everything goes to the platform. Uh, don't forget your sweat equity for the day, cause you want to, cause you want to feel good, look good, not cause you forced to. www.welcometothejungle.com is your host, Leon, aka Captain Jack Sparrow. Bagada. GD. So, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? How you doing? Yeah, we in here to bring you today all we got is baseball. Tomorrow we got the third game, the game 6 of Spurs and the Spurs and what you call it, Spurs and Thunder. So we'll know if the Thunder is gonna play the Knicks in the finals or we gotta wait till a game 7 to see what's good. So I'll be reading. Feel free to leave any comments or whatever you feel like. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. So we can see what's good. Let's see. Okay. Mets. Rays. Gee, Baltimore. That's okay. Baltimore killing the Mets, so that's dead. That's okay. 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 We looking good on one. You know what I'm talking about? That's all we need. One a day. We good. So, okay, I like the Dodgers over the Rockies. You know what I'm talking about? Tampa Bay losing 0-8. Detroit 2-0. Uh, Chicago and the Pirates 4-4. You done. No. Boston over Atlanta 6-0. 2-1 Mets. Yankees just started and the second 2-2. I mean 0-0. Minnesota 1-0. I like Texas over Houston. And that's the last game. Then we got the Hurricanes versus MTL. Uh, Hurricanes winning 2-0. They're playing at Canadians. Uh, I'll take the Canadians with 1.5. You know, Canadians know some motherfucking hockey, so you know what I'm talking about. You done know. Okay, when is June 11th? June 11th. I gotta get my dad ready. June 11th. I believe World Cup pops off. You know what I'm talking about. So we got 2 weeks to get right. So we gonna be in full mode, FIFA mode. You know what I'm talking about. What up? What up? What up? Yeah. So we just cooling today. We ain't really got too much. We ain't really got too much going on. Seen a little interview by somebody, and just son, just want to let know, son, like, you know what I mean. Nigga don't take too much of this shit personal, right? But however, you know what I'm talking about? Right? I don't get paid. Really, I haven't found the way to get paid off of what I've been doing since I started. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been, been a lot of hate, a lot of shade. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm the cause a lot of motherfuckers got some bags. You know what I'm talking about? But I understand the system for what it is. I'm not trying to be part of the system. I'm part of the culture. I'm part of the jungle. You done know it. So it's expected. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't too much friendly. Like once you're a friend of me, then we basically friends forever, unless you on some sucker shit or. You know what I mean? You just thought you were smarter than me and that well, I wasn't gonna catch on some sucker shit or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Other than that, man, you know what I mean? I just listen, man. A lot of the shit that I've been doing, I've been learning this shit on my own. yeah, a lot of it was sense of humor. You know what I mean? A lot of shit in the media with rappers and all of that. I just always went with what I thought felt right. You know what I mean? Or what because I came. I was raised by the game, raised in the jungle. You know what I'm saying? So I know more than motherfuckers think that a motherfucker don't know. You know what I mean? So I just when I see a motherfucker ain't doing something right, of course I ain't gonna side with you. You know what I mean? I might poke at you. You know what I'm talking about? And especially when a motherfucker think he too tough for everybody, or a motherfucker can't talk about you and all that. I'ma just speak what it is. You know what I'm talking about? And if I'm gonna get some type of answering back, then then you become the news. You know what I'm talking about? But it ain't nothing really never personal. You know what I mean? As far as motherfuckers doing anything, I highly doubt that. You know what I'm talking about? Pew 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 pew. That's not that's that that's not gonna happen in a million years. You know what I'm talking about? But you know what I mean? Like I understand when a motherfucker's always like bringing you up because you're in the forefront, or you done said some dumb shit, or you done jumped out the window. You know what I mean? Or you looking crazy. You know what I'm talking about? And a motherfucker just adding his 2 cents, I can understand how that might bother you. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You gotta take that. You gotta take that to the chin. You know what I'm talking about? Because if you moving right, if you ain't got no hate in the blood, and you worried about what you doing, nothing nobody else outside of you can do to really affect what you got going on. You know what I mean? Am I gonna get paid? Yes, because I'm getting better. You know what I'm saying? I'm figuring shit out. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, I get some real sponsors. You know what I mean? Some they can sponsor the show, Jungle. You know what I mean? Welcome to the Jungle Show. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get to it. If somebody know how to, we can figure that out. Then more power to you. But if not, then I'ma just keep at it. It'll grow. You know what I'm saying? If anything, I sponsor my own brands that I'm working on. This ain't the only thing I'm working on. So if they really thought that I was talking crazy, wait till I figure it all out on my own. You know what I mean? And ain't gonna be no yo chill out. You know what I mean? Nah, fuck that. Fuck them niggas. You know what I mean? We ain't worry about them niggas no way, man. Pew 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 pew. Nah, let me stop. But like, no, everything be culture, man. You know what I mean? So you know what niggas need to stop doing is worried about what the fuck I got. I mean, I know it bothers you. You know what I mean? A lot of you niggas, right? I know some guys been searching in all corners of the earth trying to find something on a kid and all this that. You know what I mean? On how hard niggas was riding them because they was putting their own foot in their mouth and jumping out the window. But you know what I mean? I guess they must have found the right people to tell them just chill, right? Don't worry about them. Don't pay them no mind. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because niggas thought they was too hard for motherfuckers to talk about them and. You know what I'm talking about? You done? No. What's the matter here? Eh? Nah, let me stop. But big up, man. Your dog, Captain Jack Sparrow. You know what I'm talking about? Check me out. You know what I mean? Right. You know what I'm saying? We ready for the next movie. Ready for the next episode. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? Jack Sparrow. Y'all ain't know Jack Sparrow had a son, right? That shit just, is a new right. You know what I mean? Disney holla at me. You know what I'm talking about? Right. You know what I mean? We can shoot another four films. You know what I mean? Right. We can do something. He done. No. Oh. Right. Let's get that right, dog. There. Get that right, dog. But big up, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Don't forget your get your sweat equity on. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Word up, shit. Uh, yeah, man. Enjoy some baseball today. Tomorrow we will know, right? You know the New York Knicks are still in vacation. You know what I'm saying? They're traveling the worlds and all that, practicing in all kind of arenas and all that. You know what I mean? Waiting for the opponents. You know what I'm saying? Um, we gonna see how that's gonna turn out. You know what I'm talking about? It will we have a brave and a qualifiable opponent for the New York Knicks, man? I think honestly, let me shut up, right? Cause motherfuckers been getting besides they self, and a lot of things got a lot to do with a lot of things. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know what I mean? I'm gonna see how it's gonna play out. You know what I mean? Um, right. So, overall, I want the Knicks to win. Right. It was miserable years of agony of the Knicks not winning a chip for all those years, and I believe they got the capacity, they got the mentality, they got the skills. Will they have the strength to close it out? You know what I'm talking about? Can they do it? I believe they can. I just hope that they doing the necessary homework on both particular squads that's left. I mean, it'll be easier after tomorrow if we know one is gone, but if it goes to the seventh, then it still be in the air. But at this point, them two teams, they just feels like whoever plays at whoever home has the advantage. So let's see if this goes to the if it goes to the game seven, then what you call it? Then we just had to wait. You know what I mean? But either or, I feel like to me, I feel like the Knicks did it already. You know what I mean? I mean, no matter what happens, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they'd have made me proud because I'm looking at last year. I'm looking at the beginning of this year where I was cursing them out, talking shit. Every other day I was writing some shit. I just can't see them. You know what I mean? And then one day I seen some clips of a game they won, and I'm like, yo, they did everything that I was requiring them and I was fussing about for them to do. So when I see them, and I think it happened organically, and they really like recognized it, or it's the coach recognized it, or they must have afterwards seen the clips, and they're like, "Yo, why we ain't been doing this? Why we ain't been doing that?" And all the other players just turned it up, like the Knicks players, they caught hell sometime during the season for the way they were playing. You know what I mean? So excuse me, I got two cameras on me. I feel proud for him. I feel good for him. I mean, but I believe to make it all even better, you got to close out. It shouldn't matter who on the other side, because technically y'all been playing better basketball than anybody. But you can't sleep on them, and you need to know what you're gonna do when certain teams go ahead or get a lead or whatever. Ain't no quitting in the finals. You know what I'm saying? You got to pedal on the gas. You know what I mean? Right. Y'all in control of this. Y'all's got to do it. We will support. We will scream. We will holler. We will kick. We will fight. You know what I mean? Fucking talk back. Chill. You know what I'm saying? But y'all got to do the rest. You know what I'm talking about? For real, though. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, man. So, I believe it's time. Make everybody happy, make everybody proud, you know, especially them fans that actually had the privilege to go to all the games, most of the games, some of the games, for the children of New York, right? That's growing up in this era, for them to see y'all win. You're gonna create generations of winners that knows what winning feel like, look like. You know what I'm talking about? You done know it. You know what I mean? Trust me, I know I'm a winner. You know what I'm saying? Even though I haven't won in certain areas, It's just, I talk a lot of shit sometimes. I kind of put my foot in my mouth sometimes. I made my own haters sometimes. It's all good. Like, you live and you learn, right? I was really rough, really, 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 really rough around the edges. But life will have a way to showing you to relax. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? But we still here. We gonna make it. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna get right. Bada boom, bada bing. Fuck that. Knicks all the way. You know what I mean? Knicks and four. Know what I'm talking about? But yeah, man, y'all be easy. This Wednesday show, you know what I mean? We ain't really got too much shit to talk about, man. Just I had I just want to let them know, like, I don't get paid, you know what I mean? I love to do this because I love to do, I like to be me. I'm silly. Sometimes I get on some bullshit. Some days I don't even know what's up with it, to be real with you. You know what I mean? Get me, do music some days, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, hey man, this is a good thing, you know what I mean? So, and I'm learning the process, how to edit shit, how to do things, and certain things I'm still gotta learn, right? But we gotta get to the money. The money part, it has to happen fast, cause you know what I mean? Should be real in the field, you know what I mean? But right, motherfucker don't wanna double backwards or something, you know what I mean? But hopefully something happen fast, you know what I mean? And motherfucker figure out a way to get this motherfucking bowl shot. You know what I'm talking about? Knicks, baby. Got them Knicks, baby. Let me stop. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now, real talk. Y'all don't know about that. Anyway, man, y'all be easy for Sheezy. We getting ready for FIFA. We like all kind of sports. I'm gonna have my dad. My dad's gonna be the narrator, special guest throughout the motherfucking FIFA. He can't wait. I gotta get him. I gotta get him a soccer jersey so he can, represent who he gonna go for. I think he'll go for Brazil. If they had a Dominican, I don't know. Listen, I don't know why Dominican Republic ain't got a soccer team. Um, That's what introduced soccer to me from when I was a baby. You know what I mean? So hopefully one year they can get a soccer team because they really, really, really good, and it'll help a lot of young fellas. Another way to not to fall in the wrong paths of life. Puerto Rico too, but Puerto Rico got basketball, baseballs. You know what I mean? But they pretty good at soccer too. So hopefully in the near future, in the next FIFA or whatever, we will be able to see our teams, our represent. Like, remember how what you call it did the World Classic, how they brought in all the countries and shit, and that was dope. You know what I mean? With real good talent. I would like to see something like that from FIFA soccer, being that it's the number one sport around the world. So let's give a hand a clap. Hopefully. Done. No. All right, y'all. Appreciate it. Anyway, we out. Your boy, Captain Jack Sparrow, nigga. You know what I mean? Word up, son. I'm out, man. El Leon, holla at your dog, man. Be easy. Stay blessed, not stressed. Go to sleep early because tomorrow we need. No, tomorrow. I'm thinking tomorrow is in the next game. Tomorrow is just a regular game. Y'all can do what y'all want. You know what I mean? But when the motherfucking finals start, we gotta be right. We gotta be on point. You done? No. Oh, it's your host, Uno Riverdale Chase. Tragatella Lay Chase. Let's stop. Holla at the kids. You done know. Word up, son. Uno Riverdale Chase. I'm out. Chuck chilling, relax. What we doing today? Yeah, today is leg day. You know what I mean? Do some squats, do some push-ups, and then do some squats. You know what I mean? Add a little something in there. Bada boom, bada bing. You know what I mean? They gotta stay right, man. These old niggas be tripping. You know what I'm saying? They hating on the young nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, I don't know what's up with these niggas, man. You know what I mean? They gotta be ready, man. I'm out, man. Y'all be easy. Love is love. Let me hold something. Stop playing with the kid. Ooh.